Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you, a game in a series between Foggy and Hawk taking place here on Terranistan. Why am I casting a single game between Foggy and Hawk? Well, that's all the time I have today, and also I did not want to cast a Night Elf versus Undead. So, it is going to be Night Elf versus Human. This was taken from the WCA qualifiers, the Night Elf is off over here. He's the red Night Elf, and all of their buildings are trees. Can you see that? Like that, see? This is the Tree of Life. Yep, Tree of Life. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down as we are getting on into Game 1 in this series. Human versus Night Elf. Archmage most likely will be popping out of here in just a moment. If not the Archmage, perhaps the Mountain King. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter or Warden will probably be the primary heroes we are looking at from Foggy. Foggy is going to be training up that Demon Hunter. Archmage will be coming out from Hawk as we are now getting set up. Where's the Wisp? The Wisp are right there, there, and there. Such an inquisitive mind. They're not trying to go anywhere. They're just trying to collect essence of trees. And try to hide from people. But no one's trying to look for them right now. Anyways, an Ancient of War is back off over here. And it will get into position to try and tank the Renegade Wizard creep camp. Most likely we will see a lightning shield onto that archer, and that's one of the ways that the archer can actually deal a significant amount of damage for everyone who has tried or wants to use that lightning shield technique in order to clear out a relatively difficult creep camp. Triple Wisp in position right here as we are looking at a lightning shield onto that archer already, and it is in position dealing about 10 damage a second across 3 units as the Demon Hunter now shows up. Demon Hunter may try and finish off a single peasant there, and you can see that the archer is in position. Oh no, the Demon Hunter archer, wow! I believe the archer actually got a kill off there, denying a little bit of experience, but the Demon Hunter does finish off the level 5 rogue as the Tome of Agility is now down into play. All right, Renegade Wizard. Oh, this is such a strange position for that Demon Hunter. I believe the Lightning Shield actually finished off that Renegade Wizard, hence no experience, and the same thing there. The Demon Hunter, after clearing out an orange creep camp, is still sitting at level 1 as that Demon Hunter was unable to deal the killing blows to multiple units. A big setback. Meanwhile, Hawk was already able to clear out the top right side of the map, setting up a scout tower. Most likely an arcane tower will be coming online in just a moment, and the Archmage is also behind on experience, only sitting at, well, level 1 right now. All right, we need to see perhaps, oh, there's a detonation as the Water Elemental has taken a little bit of damage. Demon Hunter should be getting, or is already at level 2. He does have Slippers of Agility in addition to that Belt of Giant Strength, picking up Claws of Attack +6. Okay. Alright, apparently my daughter does not want to see me cast as the Archmage now runs inside here to try and get in a bit of damage across multiple units. Low hit point Footman looking to back off and get away instead. Meanwhile, the Wisp are now trying to run every which corner of the map. The Wisp have to be extremely careful. The Archmage is a ranged hero and can, in fact, deal damage even through trees as long as there is line of sight. Demon Hunter comes across with the mana burn, denying a very large amount of mana right there as the Archmage is hoping to get a Water Elemental. There it goes, to a second late there as the Demon Hunter now continues to chase after that Archmage. Back across over here, Arcane Tower is already up. The Demon Hunter now knows about it, and this is one of those things that you would never ever do in StarCraft, to run to a ninja expansion and to say, you know what, I have an expansion, but there's not much you can really do about it since there already is a tower. Back down across over here, Wisp taking a little bit of damage. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, and Forest Troll Berserker hired up by Foggy, and it looks as though, yes, a Scouting Footman will end up getting taken down. Archmage still running back and forth, and we may see clearing of this mercenary camp here as we are going to get a large influx of gold by Hawk. Hawk has this expansion off to the north. He has the room for the additional supply because of this town hall, but he needs a way to capitalize on his additional gold. Using a mercenary camp is one of the easiest and fastest ways to do so, since you are getting about 1.5 tier units. However, Foggy has countered with a large number of piercing units, so defend might be in the works as well. You can take a look down over here, the Arcane Tower. You can see Footman now coming back across over here. Perhaps the Demon Hunter is looking for some easy targets, as all the units are currently fighting back off to the north. More Fitmen now joining in on the fight. We are getting defend, as I mentioned earlier, as Hawk now sees the large number of piercing damage units. Archers, Forest Troll, Shadow Creature, Shadow Meld right there. One Footman. Oh, gonna try to wander across and sees that there is a large number of units there. Is he gonna try and engage? As Foggy, yes, is gonna be taking a little bit of damage there. All right, you can see a little bit of damage coming across. Level 3 now on the Demon Hunter Archmage. Sitting at level 2 will take a big mana burn as a Forest Troll a Forest Troll Berserker is taken down. Arcane Tower removes a bit of mana as the Arcane Vault now being added. Units, units, if they try to run past from the main base here, are going to run into a little bit of a problem. Renegade Wizard down across over here. This is going to get taken out, but it could possibly give the Archmage level 3. That would be a tremendous bonus if actually mana could start to get stored up onto that Archmage. You see a large influx of, experience right there. Only, 33 experience away from level 3 now. There you go. Gonna use a Clarity Potion and a Scroll of Regeneration as the the Militia now making their way back. Circlet of Nobility and a Tome of Intelligence has been left behind. Town Hall down across over here. We could see an upgrade to tier 2 or further investment into more towers and buildings. So far, this is still anyone's game. Demon Hunter having some very powerful items, but nowhere really to run right now. Foggy has opted to go for a Tree of Life of his own and scans at the right position in order to reveal his opponent setting up an expansion. Foggy only sitting at 28 over 50 supply, though, compared to 47 over 48. No, Arya, I do not want a Rice Cracker. Thank you very much. As a Goblin Shredder may end up getting shredded himself. A 3-unit surround enough to finish off Foggy's Goblin Shredder. That will be a very big deal there, as 2 Water Elementals, yes, you can count, thank you, now finishing off this Moonwell off to the north. That is going to be a big deal, since Moonwells are the primary healing of the Night Elf during the day. Are we going to perhaps see the Footmen continue to go after those Moonwells? Yes, we are. Meanwhile, at the other end of the map, some damage is now being dealt back across, as the Blacksmith should get canceled. Is it going to get canceled? No, it is not, as the Forest Troll Berserkers are now coming in. Foggy using his opponent's, using the Mercenary Camp to deal big damage there as well. All right, Demon Hunter is now back. Archmage is now in a bit of trouble. Is he going to be able to get away? Scroll of Town Portal had to be used. Footman now looking to engage. Is it going to be able to get the Killing Blow off onto that? Oh my goodness, got the Killing Blow off onto the Moonwell, but at the cost of 4 Footmen. That is absolutely huge. Are they going to perhaps try to finish off an Archer? That is going to be a big question there, as 1 Footman does get taken down. All right, still, Archmage using the Scroll of Regeneration, has used the Clarity Potion as well, needs to regroup. Back down across over here. More damage is being added. Footman now looking to fight back once more, as the Ogre Mauler now coming back the other way. Forest Troll Berserker is getting split up from the rest. Hawk loses another Footman, as we are sitting at 2 bases to 2. 44 over 54 compared to 32 over 30. Foggy's main base pretty much empty, and now looking more like an expansion than his starting location. All right, on the bottom left here, you can see Moonwells are being replaced. Circlet of Nobility is still right there, as we are looking at, nope. All right, Goblin Zeppelin picking up some units. 1 Footman gonna be left behind. 1 guard tower down off over here. Water Elemental running for the hills. Will it be able to perhaps sacrifice itself on? Nope, not on a Mud Golem or anything else, as the units are now back across over here. There goes the engagement. You can see Archers are actually in a little bit of trouble. Are they going to be able to run away? That's the big question, as big damage coming across the board. A little bit of a flank trying to capture units all in a different spot, as Wisp are now trying to get away. Archmage wants to get to level 4 for level 2 Brilliance Aura, but will not be able to do so, as the units are all in retreat. Demon Hunter now looking to run back across over here. It looks as though, I believe that was a death of, well, nope, no death of a wisp there. As the Panda now comes across, Breath of Fire quickly going to switch the tides of battle, as there are so many footmen that will get blown over so easily by that Panda's Breath of Fire. Demon Hunter, wow, a footman counting his lucky stars, escapes at 4 hit points, as the footmen are now looking to chase back that Panda. Panda may be able to get a Breath of Fire off again, as the footmen are looking to fight back here. Mountain King now joins in on the fight. Stormbolt coming across, and we may get a unit surround. Demon Hunter does not have, does not have the right items, and is it going to be able to escape? Wow! The Panda escapes at 18 hit points, only to get clubbed in the back by the Ogre Mauler. Foggy resurrecting that Panda right now without Moonwells. There was no easy way to get that Panda back up to full hit points. Okay,
a player's forces are under attack.
Daddy's gonna share this one, okay? Thank you. All right, parenting while casting. All right, multitasking, not necessarily the best, but yes, trying to do my best. Meanwhile, back down across over here, Mountain King is down. Hawk doing a great job so far. We can see the Priest are now joining in on the fight. Rifle casters with the Mountain King in order to get a stun off. No Spellbreakers as of yet, as there is a large amount of slow cast across all these units here. Meanwhile, down over here, Foggy has a large number of Moonwells that are fairly unprotected and might get into a little bit of trouble. All right, Wisp right there. There's the detonation. Archmage now makes its way over. You can see that the Demon Hunter realizes how far away he is from this fight. Needs to try and run to get there in a hurry. There's going to be about 15 seconds of just pure unrelenting beatdown on these Moonwells as the units are now dropping in. All right, let's take a look at this. Footmen, Riflemen, they do have the long rifle upgrades. Militia now joining in on the fight with Sorceress as well. Mountain King may turn around, get a Stormbolt off. There you go, Breath of Fire going across. Demon Hunter needs to use that Potion of Greater Healing already, as the Militia are coming in to engage. Back down across over here, the Riflemen need to join in on the fight, not focus on the buildings instead, as the Militia are now making their way over here and will start getting to work on some towers most likely. All right, there you go. There are the towers, putting a little bit of pressure on the clock. Footmen, however, taking a big Breath of Fire there, counteracted by a beautiful Scroll of Healing from Hawk. However, Hawk needs to be able to perhaps get a Stormbolt off. Took a mana burn, not going to be able to do so, and instead turns his attention onto some creeps while the Demon Hunter is so nearby. All right, towers are in position. Let's take a look at this. Demon Hunter may try and run inside here. Gets a big Moonwell. Is he going to pick up the Circle of Nobility? There goes one Moonwell there, as we are now looking at more and more Scout Towers coming into play. All right, there goes a mana burn once again. Demon Hunter, Mountain King sitting at level or 51 mana. Is he going to be able to turn around? No bash is possible. Mana burn back down onto the Mountain King there. Water Elemental going to get taken down. There it goes. Wow. Glaive in the back on the Ogre Mauler, as the towers are now going to be taking a bit of pressure. All right, canceling on those towers. There is a fair number of piercing damage, as we do see some mortar teams here as well, clearing up Foggy. Not gonna eat right now, Arya, thank you very much. Meanwhile, back across over here, Mountain King now trying to run back off to the north. Archers are in position here, and this is one of those situations where you are trying to stay alive but unable to. Mountain King sitting at level 2 has almost enough mana for another Stormbolt, or maybe his second Stormbolt in this fight, as Foggy is gonna have to deal with Hawk setting up a third base. All right, the creep camp was already cleared out. Towers are already there for defense. You have your peasants already in position. Why not set up a base in your opponent's, well, what was your opponent's front yard, as the footmen now going to town and finishing off the rest of these Moonwells. Back off to the north, you can see Tree of Life now being established. Foggy trying to keep the economic advantage a little bit more even, but he is now significantly behind on supply. 79 over 96 compared to 39 over 20. Foggy will not be able to train up any units whatsoever, as the Archmage now runs around the corner the other way. Archmage going after the Renegade Wizard creep camp here. No, excuse me, Mountain King going after this Renegade Wizard creep camp. This is a 5-5-5-2-2 creep camp. It will get cleared out pretty quickly. This one Rifleman dealing damage to all the units that are standing next to him. Meanwhile, back off to the north, all Foggy can really hope to do is get additional gold by creeping and get a little bit more of a level to try and equalize some of that experience gain. Mountain King is sitting at level 3. Flares now being thrown up in the air as Foggy's expansion has been revealed. Every gold mine location on the... Well, nope, I take it back. This gold mine location, the only one available, but that is deep inside Hawk's base, as Hawk looks to be going for the final kill. We are now looking at 50 over 60 supply. Mastery training, I am assuming, is already done. Yes, Druid of the Claw is at mastery training. Footmen are going to be able to fall really, really quickly. Mortar teams are upgraded at 2-0 upgrades, as the Demon Hunter now tries to rush on in only to use a Potion of Invulnerability, since he was, well, caught in a very, very unfortunate position. Mountain King now in the front position tries to use a Bolt, unable to, and takes a mana burn instead. Are we going to see this one Druid of the Claw get taken down, as the units are now starting to fight back here? All right, Mountain King takes another mana burn once more. More damage being thrown down as Slow being cast across multiple units. Foggy is in a bit of trouble. Bash now on the Demon Hunter as the units are still engaging and chasing. All right, Demon Hunter now looking to back off here. Foggy looking to finish or try to hold a line somewhere, but gonna end up losing an Ancient of War instead. There are plenty of priests at Adept training. Another Tree of Life was taken down there. And with it being 1 base to 3, there's not much that can be done. Mana burn onto somehow a priest that was hiding under a Goblin Zeppelin. More damage being added again. Breath of Fire going across, but I think that is pretty much going to be it. Short of Hawk losing his entire army, Hawk is going to take this game, and he does. Hawk, even though he was slightly behind on the experience race on the heroes, takes game number 1. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.